Today I'm looking at a 1984 Alfa Romeo Spider Veloce. My name's Mike Thacker. I work in sales here at Sabeti Motors, and you can see this car at 5801 South Tacoma Way in Tacoma, Washington. Well, this is one of several Alfa Romeo Spiders we've had in here in the last year or two. I've had the chance to work with a few enthusiasts, sold a couple of these to guys in the local area. We do have shipping outside of the Tacoma area. We've trucked and shipped cars worldwide. When we got this one in, I immediately took it out to drive it. Starts right up. You can hear the engine very steady. It's got a beautiful dark gray metallic. I called it bronze earlier today when I was on the phone with someone who's showing some interest in this car. And this can easily be a daily driver, and if you're one of the people that likes to maybe improve cars as a hobby, this would be a very good candidate, because as far as I can tell, all of the parts and pieces that should be with the car are with the car. In the trunk here is a couple packages that include some weather stripping and looks like ball joints, tie rod ends, and even a little bit of cloth here for the top repair if needed. If you're not familiar with these cars, they have a 4-cylinder dual overhead cam. They get about 20 miles per gallon combined. I think the beauty of the car, it's very roomy for a smallish sports car, but at the other side of the coin is that they're very well designed. Style wise, they always get a lot of lookers. You're going to draw a crowd wherever you go with this. Maybe that's not your intention, but be prepared. Most cities will have an independent shop that can work on these engines. Dual overhead cam engines are in nearly all cars that are sold new today, 4-cylinder cars. The interesting point about this is that Alfa Romeo was the first one to put this engine into production. Back in the early 50s, they had a Spider and a coupe version, the Giulia, which featured the dual overhead cam engine. So they got decades of experience building these engines. They're very high revving. These cars, like the one that we're looking at, designed specifically to handle curvy mountain roads. They've got a lot of torque with the transmission, and beyond that, they're almost impossible to roll. I don't know if there's ever been a case where somebody rolled one of these cars. Keeping that in mind, this is a unibody construction. It does have crumple zones in front and back, so it is a safe car also. No problem getting parts. I've been online many times looking to see what is and is not available for these. This would be one of my top choices for a sport car, just for that fact alone. You can keep them going as long as you want to have the car. So got fairly new rims and tires on this car. You won't have to worry about that for a few years. As I said before at the beginning, this is be a great daily driver. There's no reason why a car like this couldn't be a daily driver. It's got a newer canvas top on it. You can buy a fiberglass hardtop. They were made for these cars. If you want to make it a year-round car with a hardtop, that's definitely possible also. We're asking $79.90 for this model here. Cash, trade, monthly plan, it's up to you. As I mentioned before, we ship worldwide. We're open to having any of our cars brought to a mechanic for a pre-purchase inspection. when we do get any car into this dealership. The car visits our service department. We inspect the belts, the hoses, the fluids, the brakes. We're looking at anything that might need attention immediately. And this car, as far as I could tell, has no leaks, which is unusual because somebody once made the comment that if an Italian car is not leaking oil, there's no oil in it. Well, I know there's oil in this car, and it's a very tight little Italian sports car. Again, this car is located at 5801 South Tacoma Way, Tacoma, Washington 98409. My name's Mike Thacker. You can contact me by telephone text 253-752-9494. The website at sabettymotors.com does have some photos listed. Free Carfax. You want to try to get some background information on that car. I do try to provide all the information that you need to make a decision to make this yours.